if we
10
use
seconds.
it on
Less than.
Sunday.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And we're back here at Blues and Beyond with Jim Carty and Gracie Curran. In studio guest, Miss Lauren Bateman. And how you doing, Lauren?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, but you have to push it.
I have to push what?
Whatever the hell needs going.
Oh, yes, exactly.
As Salt and
I know
Pepper
we're
would
all
say.
just kind of like, it's Sunday, we're chilling, and Jim's being an ass as usual. And that was Sarah and the Tall Boys. Actually, we jumbled things up a little bit, but that's all right because Sarah was supposed to call in the end of last show, and she was not able to. So Sarah's coming back to New England to do the festival at Ninnegrit, the Rhythm and Roots Festival. So not a bad thing. We give her another little plug before we get going.
How was Smoke and Joe's on Monday night?
Smoke and Joe's was awesome.
Really?
Yeah. It was a good
Bummed
time.
I missed it.
You missed it. You
I know.
loser.
I know, such a loser. But I heard it was unbelievable.
It was a lot of good. Everybody was there except you. But anyway, I hear August 11th there's a really cool gig at the Middle East Club.
There's a really awesome show going on August 11th. Middle East Upstairs with Kay Hill and a couple other bands. Myself and my band will be performing a set that night. The doors start at 8 o'clock. The doors open at 8. Show starts at 9. And it's $10. It's an 18-plus show, so you can get in there if you really love music. We'd love to have you because it's awesome. You can have there's details at my website, which is www.laurenbateman.com, and it has all the information about the Middle East Upstairs show.
Excellent. And speaking of your band, why don't you introduce the folks that are in your band before we get going? And
yes, well, we've had an addition since the last time I was on your show. We now have a violinist.
Very cool.
Toby Lath that plays with us, who's doing some very, very cool stuff on stage with us. So we're really excited. It adds a whole new feel to like the sound and everything. And then Felix Zapata on bass, who was unfortunately ill and could not make it today.
Get better soon, buddy.
I know, Felix, we miss you. And then we have Jim Tracy on drums and Kevin Pino on lead guitar.
Very nice. And you recently did a really big thing at Government Center as well. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we played at the big Boston Pride Festival.
Yeah.
It was a blast. We had so much fun. There were so many people there.
Millions.
I mean, well, whenever the sun's out on Gay Pride, it's just all hell breaks loose.
Right on.
So it was fantastic. We played with a bunch of cool bands like Aero Chicks. So they kick some butt and we had a blast and people really, really enjoyed it. So
good deal.
Yeah. And then we played Portland the next week. We played up in Portland, Maine, did their Pride Festival and
oh really? I didn't.
Yeah, we
Felix
did that more
didn't
as more of like kind of an acoustic set. With myself, the violin player, and then the drummer was playing on a cajon, so it was very like laid back and acousticy. So very, very different vibe from like the full-on rock show.
I like those cajones.
Yeah, they're fantastic, and Jim plays it very well. What he does with that little box. So
yeah.
Excellent.
Well, you also have a new release. I don't want to be remiss. It's entitled "Here I Am."
Yes.
And so, do you have your new fiddle player on this recording, or
the fiddle player? Well, the guy that's on there is actually he's from the UK. So
we won't hold it against him.
He's a great guy. He does very fantastic stuff on that. I'm very, very happy that he plays.
I was in Irish Studies minor, and
Yeah.
So I'm carrying a bit of a chip on my shoulder with the Brits, but
there you go.
I'll get over it in another millennia.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
I'm just being obnoxious. So what are you going to play for us, Lauren? Because we're all, on the edge of our chairs here.
Yeah, well, actually, why don't I play the title track of the album, Here I Am, which the fiddle player does play on. So very, very cool. Very, very cool song. So this is the title track called Here I Am.
People say love, it won't pass their way, and they sit and wonder why no one will give them the time, 'cause they've been waiting for so long. but they're waiting for that someone to come. Well, here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Well, I'm already here. And there's the broken-hearted who are waiting for their dearly departed, and they want so much to love, but they only see the one they've been dreaming of, and they feel so much pain. The thought of new love, it only brings heartache, and they wanna try love on, but you're waiting for that someone to come. Well, here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Well, I'm already here. And I know there's no hope in this place, 'cause when I look at you, you only see it through my face. And I wanna be with you, 'cause that smile you give, it erases this pain. But you don't know what to do with a heart that's staring you, and you wanna try love on, but you're waiting for that someone to come. Well, here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Well, I'm already here. I'm already here. I'll just wait right here.
Very nice.
Thank you.
There you go, Lauren.
It's so cool to have an audience.
Not bad to have an audience, right?
Yeah, it always helps. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not as big as Pride Fest, but we do what we can in a 6 by 7 foot room or whatever we're stuck in here.
For me, yeah.
Yeah. We're maxing it out. So I'm not going to interrupt you. You get another one for us?
Sure. Yeah. I'll do a song called "One More Time," which is the first song on the album, and it's an old song. I wrote it maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, probably. But
We won't hold you against anything. Just
Yeah.
doing it 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, so it's been revamped, and it made it to the album, so it's very cool. So the song's called "One More Time."
You're a big rewriter, right? As I recall, aren't you?
Yeah, I like to rewrite things.
Yeah.
I think there's only like 2 songs on this album that are fairly new, or maybe like 3.
See,
but
I listen to you. You don't think I'm listening,
Yeah.
but I remember everything.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry. I'll let you sing, Lauren.
Without further ado, one more time. Thank you.
Another cold winter's here. Another cold, lonely night. And oh, how I wonder how you've been since you've gone away. You tell me why you refuse to stay. Well, can you tell me you love me one more time so that I can remember what it feels to be alive? Or can you tell me you love me one more time so that I can feel one more time? And I've been trying to stay away from the drink, 'cause it only reminds me when we had better days. And I'm so sorry I made you so perfect in my mind. Oh, I thought that I deserved no less than that. Can you tell me you love me one more time so that I can remember what it feels to be alive? Or can you tell me you love me one more time so that I can feel? And you can symbolize this exterior to create something new, but it's no use when the insides are being abused. Well, can you tell me you love me one more time so that I can remember what it feels to be alive? Or can you tell me you love me one more time so that I can feel one more time? One more time. Oh, your hand in mine. One more time.
Yeah. Nice. Love that one. So, you give lessons like all the time too, right?
Yes.
Now, is it just guitar lessons? Because I love your singing. You do vocal lessons as well? Or?
I do voice and guitar lessons.
That's what I thought. Because you have that balance that's just not typical. You know, sometimes people are extraordinarily proficient at one or the other.
Okay.
But to have, the combination, is it's a very good thing to have, and you could actually make a living and,
Yes.
like buy clothes and food and stuff. You could like teach both.
The food's a good thing.
Yeah.
I like eating. I'm
Yeah.
a big foodie, so.
Well, Joe brought bonbons if you need
Oh,
any.
cool.
You get hungry.
Excellent. Great.
But they get on your fingers when you're trying to strum your nice guitar and it'll mess it up. But so tell me about any projects you have in the pipeline or anything you're thinking about doing in the future here.
Well, something that the band and I have been really, really wanting to do, because there's a violinist that I know that's local who has like an ensemble, and we did a fundraiser for Dana-Farber to help out with some of their projects, and it was funny because his group was actually there the same day, and we talked and we discussed that we really want to do like a full orchestra type thing
cool.
with his group. So we definitely, I definitely want to try and make that happen.
It's not Yo-Yo Ma, is it?
No, no, his name's Abe Dewing.
Okay.
And
Yo-Yo is actually a cool shit.
he is cool shit.
Have you met him?
I haven't met him. I just heard a lot of his stuff on the classical.
I used to run a car rental agency in Somerville at the Porsche Mercedes
really?
Ferrari dealership. And he comes in and he's renting a car while he's getting his car fixed, and he hands me his license. I'm like, "You got the same name as a world famous musician." He's like, "That's me."
Well, that's because I am that musician.
And I was
That's
listening
funny.
to a Ronnie Earl cassette tape. This is how long ago it was, cassette tape on Boombox to pass the day away. And he's like, "Wow, that's really good." We ended up going to see Ronnie Earl at Harper's Ferry together.
Oh, that's awesome.
But he actually plays like in a country bluegrass fiddle group whenever he can on the down low.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's got mad skills when it comes to like country fiddle too.
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
learn something new every day.
Yeah. So you never know. I had to ask.
Yeah. No, but they've got a really cool group. I've seen them perform before, and it's something we've talked about, and something I've definitely always wanted to do. So we think that would be a really cool.
And you're trained in, so you can like do all the charts and everything, and
Yeah. So.
that's got to be painstaking to do the charting for an orchestral arrangement
I'll
like
probably
that.
have them do it.
Nice. I'm the band leader. Get to work.
I'm busy. No.
Nice. So, does Derek have something recorded that you wanted to play, or do you want to play one more live? You tell me what you'd
I
like to do.
I could do one more live. We can do another one.
Go for it.
live.
I am in your hands, Lauren.
Okay, excellent. This song is, I wrote this song last year in Chicago, and it's a song called Rose Full of Thorns. people really like this one, so we'll see. The nights can be so long as it chases away the sun. But when I look around me, I find the darkness consumes me. Now I'm looking for this love affair, and I'm looking for a hope not there, and I'm looking for the calm in the storm, but all I find is a rose full of thorns. The shadows dance on the walls, it's recalling secret stories from their past. But when the morning calls, I realize I'm alone at last. I'm looking for this love affair, and I'm looking for a hope not there, and I'm looking for the calm in the storm, but all I find is a rose. But I'm holding on to a past that's gone. I'm fading away, and I'm looking for this love affair, and I'm looking for a hope not there, and I'm looking for the calm, oh, in the storm, but all I find is a rose full of thorns. Oh, and all I find is a rose full of thorns, and all I find is a rose full of thorns.
Well, I'm a convert. I liked it too. What was it about Chicago that brought that out?
It was like, it was just late night, and I just started with that little picking pattern, and 'cause that's usually how I write, is like I'll start with the music, and then I'll just start humming something, and then it's just like I'll start singing. It's whatever comes out of my mouth. So sometimes I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth, and then this line with the rose full of thorns came out, and I was like, oh, what's that mean? So then I just wrote this whole story.
It's the story of my life. If it's
Yeah.
pretty, I reach out and try to touch it and go, ow, ow.
Yeah, basically. Exactly.
But then it reminds me of an old George Carlin thing. You're probably too young to remember George too much, but he did a bit, about the 730 words and all that, and he's like, when, Brent Moss is calling the football game, it's okay to say, you pricked your finger, but you can't say you fingered your prick. And they're like, so. And Gracie's like, that's not a funny football joke. Gracie played professional football.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, moving on.
She did.
Yeah,
You don't want
back
to talk
in the day.
about your football career?
No, but you know what? Actually, when you were talking about Pride, it brought back memories because we did parade every single year.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had some like sick floats, so
Yeah.
we'd like after 3 hours of waving, you couldn't lift your arm anymore. But it was a good time. Yeah, we had a good time.
Then you go to
playing.
the bar.
I know, exactly. And then
Like
we
the
take care of
bar.
it later. Yeah. Drink it off. It's fine.
Speaking of the bar, playing August 11th in the Middle East. Let's run down all the vitals and then where people can find the band and lessons and all that stuff, and then
Yeah.
we'll dismiss you for the day and let you go about your merry way.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, you can learn more about me and lessons through my website, which is www.laurenbateman.com. And that's Bateman like Jason Bateman or Justine Bateman, but we're not related.
I love
at
them,
all.
though. All
They're great.
Batemans. All
They're
Batemans
great.
are pretty wonderful.
Exactly. So I'm wonderful by just association.
Did she say disassociation or association?
Just association.
Oh, just association.
So, so you can go there and find out more about the Middle East show, which is the Middle East Upstairs, which is on Mass Ave. I think it's 335 Mass Ave,
Something like
that. But that information is on the website. It's $10. It's an 18+ show. It's myself and 4 other bands: Suncook, Cobalt, and I can't remember, the Hired Guns, and Cahill, who's a personal favorite of mine. I love their music. You should check them out as well. But yeah, just go to laurenbateman.com. If you sign up for the mailing list there, you'll get a free download of One More Time, which was one of the songs that I played on the show today. So you can get a free download. You can also buy the album through my website, or if you're a big iTunes fan, you can just search for Lauren Bateman, Here I Am on iTunes, and you can pick up a copy there. If you just liked a couple songs you heard tonight, you just pick up a couple songs either way.
Do you have
That's
cassette
awesome.
in case Jim's still using that method of
I'm not using
his-
cassettes
I
anymore.
might
his
have some
Ronnie Earl
8-track.
tape? You can put Lauren Bateman next to his Ronnie Earl collection.
Yeah, we can get some 8-tracks.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
I'm not gonna lie. I have to say, there's something charming about going back to cassette tape. It's like it's like fail-proof.
I have mini disc. Mini disc
You
was
could
the
use
best
a pencil to
thing.
fix it. You can't do that with CDs. Come on.
That's why I tell my students, I'm like, when you got to go sing it, because like singing's like slow motion, and then I'll be like, it depends on how old they are, but like, do you ever have a Walkman and the battery was dying, and they go, and then like the little kids are like,
No, I have no idea what you're
What's
talking
what?
about.
What's that? What's a Walkman? I'm just like, okay, I need new references.
It was awesome today. We went to the Raynham Flea Market early, and they had like VHS tapes, like hundreds of them. And you wonder, like, that one guy that walks in there and is like, "Thank God!" Like that he's been looking for his VHS copy of City Slickers for
MacGyver,
3
yeah,
years,
yeah.
and now he finally has found it. So he's psyched about that. So, yeah, VHS. You gotta love those dead technologies. Mm-hmm. Where it all, where do you put it on that?